Hi, I'm Mark Littler. I'm an independent antiques consultant and whisky broker. Over the past few years, we've sold dozens of casks of Springbank for customers, and the prices just seem to keep going up and up. And there are several reasons for this, but it's a combination of various factors, including it being one of the last remaining family-owned distilleries. It's also one of the few Campbeltown distilleries that remain, and Springbank have always had an emphasis on the quality of spirit. They famously produce much less each year than the capacity of the distillery allows, and they emphasise so much on quality that is represented in the value or the price of those casks today. Almost all the casks of Springbank that we've sold for customers have been purchased directly from Springbank, mostly between the early 1990s to the late 1990s, and they're normally always held at the Springbank distillery. Now, for whatever reason, through the 1990s, Springbank sold a large number of casks to the public, and even when you bought a bottle of Springbank, there was a little advertisement inside saying, "Would you like to come and buy a cask of Springbank?" Now, for some reason, 1996 seems to be the most common vintage of Springbank casks. Anything prior to 1996 commands a premium, but likewise, 97, 98, 99, they're also not quite as common as the 2000 casks. So they sold casks for around a decade. However, it's the pre-1996 ones that really command a premium. Broadly speaking, there are 5 factors that affect the value of a cask of Springbank. The first one is the volume of liquid that's inside that cask, and that's normally expressed as bulk litres or regauge litres of alcohol. Connected to that is the percentage proof, or the ABV of the whisky. Anything less than 40% is no longer classed as whisky, so you have to be careful and monitor the cask. The next 2 factors relate to the cask itself. So what sort of cask is it? Is it a sherry cask or a bourbon cask? And fresh sherry casks command a real premium at the minute. And again, what type of cask is it? Is it a hogshead, a butt, a barrel, or a puncheon? That also affects the value. And then finally, and probably most obviously, the age of the whisky. The earlier the whisky or the earlier the vintage, broadly speaking, the higher the value. Now, it's quite hard to be specific about what a cask of Springbank is worth because you've got 5 factors that can all vary greatly. But if you want to give a broad valuation, the casks of Springbank that we've sold recently are anywhere between £10,000 and £50,000. So if you've got a cask of Springbank that you're looking to sell or just get a valuation on, or even if you're considering buying a cask of Springbank and you just want to know or just want an independent valuation of that cask, please contact me directly at mark@marklittler.com and I'll be happy to help.